Sup guys, today we're going to be focusing on a character that is really underplayed relative to how much I feel like he should be played. And we're going to explore why this character isn't nearly as common as he should be. And that character is Fox, one of the original 12 characters in Smash, potentially like the best overall character across all Smash games. He has been top tier in Melee, Smash 4, and Ultimate, and I believe high tier in 64 and Brawl. So always a good character. You literally can't go wrong playing Fox in any Smash game. It makes sense why. His kit is just very simple but effective. He is a fast character. He has crazy combos, good frame data, burst punishes, kill confirms, decent amount of mix-ups. He has utility with laser and reflector. And his kit hasn't really changed throughout all the Smash games because it's so effective. Like when you look at Platform Fighter and you look at like a game where the genre is built around really good mobility, just dancing around your opponent, finding these openings and having creative ways to keep them at disadvantage, creative ways to evade their attacks, like lots of freedom in how you play the game. Fox exemplifies that through his mobility, combos, frame data, advantage state, all this stuff. Fox is just one of those characters that is iconic to Smash Brothers and platform fighters in general. And that's why like any platform fighter like Copycat, you know, people always compare characters to Fox. You know, the genre of characters, Space Animals, is because of Fox. So with that said, why isn't he played more, right? So I'm gonna examine that today. What's up guys, you ever think, damn, Dabuz, if you had some sick Rosalina merch, I'll buy that in a heartbeat. Well guess what, I got exactly that. Made by Sorrowwolf, freaking badass design, look at this design. And you can put it on a shirt, put it on a nice sticker, you can put it on a mug. And if you have any ideas for things you'd like it on, or different color backgrounds, you let me know and I can make that happen. Check it out and enjoy the video. So, one of the biggest reasons I think Fox is not played more is simply put, because of online. This character is really execution heavy. He requires fast reaction times to confirm combos, chase DI, get tech chases, whatever it is. Since he's a very like fast with punish heavy hit and run character, you don't want to miss those openings. Like a lot of times you have very small openings to hit someone with a dash attack and get that opening. Or like his ledge trapping. It's pretty good, but requires very good reactions to consistently ledge trap because he doesn't have like setups. He has like just reacting and using back air a lot of times. Because he requires so much execution, like you have to make sure your combo game is on point. Your inputs have to be on point. There's gonna be a lot of inputs. You're going crazy with this character. This is after reenacting with Fox players, kind of. But like, since it requires so much consistent execution, online really messes with all those things. Like when you play Fox online, you just feel stunted, and that's because you are. But that's not the only reason. Because, you know, we've been offline in Smash for quite a while since COVID now. And despite that, a lot of people stopped playing Fox when Ultimate came out anyway, or post-COVID. So, one of the other reasons people don't play Fox as much, and I think honestly just part of it's because he's not even boring, but his kit hasn't been changed. Like, if you've been playing Fox for a long time, you've been basically playing with the same exact moves and game plan for multiple games. So, for a lot of people, it probably just got boring. Especially when, you know, now in Ultimate, characters are built with so many tools in their kit, right? They build so many mechanics, weird tricks, but like, Fox in comparison to like characters released in Smash games nowadays is super simple. So you might just look at him and go, I want something with a lot more intricacies to it. Not necessarily even harder to play, just more variety in the kit. Another reason he's not played as much is because, honestly, when Ultimate came out, people just underrated him. Like, we knew he was good, but we didn't think he was super amazing. And for a while, people didn't think he was super amazing. It wasn't until like Light started really doing well post-COVID, people were like, wait, this character is ridiculous instead of just really good. So, because people are underrating him, people are like, I'm gonna play better characters than Fox. Because the thing about being a character that's like good in every Smash game is that if the character isn't as good as you expect him to be, you're gonna be like, you're gonna want to play something better. Like, I feel like people who play Fox, a good amount of them play Fox because he's always so good. So the fact that people didn't realize how good he was for quite a while hurt him. He also did get buffs actually to, I think it was specifically down air and forward air during COVID, to make those moves hit more reliably, and those were actually massive buffs to the character. So his character was better post-COVID than pre-COVID. Probably not by that much, but it was noticeable. However, I think one of the bigger reasons I haven't touched on yet is kind of a mentality thing when it comes to playing video games. And that is, it is much harder to be a proactive player in like any game than a reactive player, than a passive player. And I'll make a video about this later and why I think zoners are really popular in Smash, about why passive play is so popular. And the thing is, when you're playing a character like Fox, where you have to hit your opponent, like you have to get in, you have to whiff punish them, you have to get combos going. You don't have like a mechanic that charges over time. You don't have a mechanic where you're just poking someone for free damage outside of laser, which isn't, like, you can't just win with Fox laser unless this is melee. So because you actively have to make plays happen, it's just harder to play for most people. Like, most people aren't great at actively making plays happening and opening up their opponent and punishing them in Smash. So he is a surprisingly difficult character to get good with for that reason. And that can also be really frustrating, right? Where you feel like you're putting in so much work to like approach the opponent, opening them up, and then nothing happens, and then you just lose to like someone, you know, mining resources, and then they combo you and you're dying. You're like, bro, you didn't even do anything. I'm doing all this crazy shit and you're just standing behind a wall. And then you get frustrated with Fox and you want to play another character that wins with kind of the same game plan of just do nothing. So I think that's actually a massive reason, especially in Ultimate, where a lot of characters can kind of win by just passively poking and gathering resources and stuff. I think that's a massive reason people don't play him as much. And then, of course, the recovery. The recovery, it's interesting. It's definitely a big weakness for him. Like, most of the time when you see the light lose, it's because he's getting edge guarded. Or just dying early because Fox is super light. But especially in Ultimate, where so many characters have really good recoveries, a character with a bad recovery really stands out in Ultimate. You know, they buffed his recovery since like Brawl days, since Race 64, you know. He used to not be able to up B after side B, now he can. Directional air dodge is insane for him. His double jump is really good. So he's able to like kind of jump to ledge from places you wouldn't expect. Or like jump and then mix up his up B angles. So he has recovery mix-ups, but it's really frustrating to play him and like just die randomly. So with that said, that's a lot of reasons why I think this character, despite being one of the best characters consistently in Smash, one of the best characters in Ultimate. If you look at his matchup spread, like, he also has a really good matchup spread generally. I think Fox players tend to agree his worst matchups are just characters with really good close range games that, like, when Fox is going in for hit and run game plan, they can hit back. So characters like, or hit back really hard. It's like Luigi, and I think Ice Climbers are really bad matchups for Fox generally. Steve can be rough if you're not really good at it. FGC characters are all really hard for Fox. And it's kind of extra frustrating when like your game plan of get up close and beat your opponent loses to other characters with even better up close game plans. So all this is to say that I think overall in Ultimate, Fox is a really frustrating character. He's really good, but a lot of Fox players kind of doom and gloom about the character, because when you're winning, you're like, oh my god, I'm winning, I'm destroying my opponent. You know, I'm getting these crazy combos, killing them with near up smash at like 90, back airing them at the ledge 2,000 times and they die, lol. But then when you're losing, it's like, bro, I got hit by Kazuya because I dash attacked him and I dropped my combo point blank because I had to point blank combo them, and then he hit me with one move and I died. Or I'm fighting Luigi and this dude is just stupid and he combo breaks me with down B because there's also a good amount of combo breaking tools in Ultimate. That's refreshing for a combo based character. And it feels like a lot of the character designs and strengths of characters don't necessarily outclass Fox, but are really unfun for him to deal with. Like, a lot of times in Ultimate, the most fun you're having is when you're doing things and your opponent ain't doing shit. But Fox doesn't have the ability to lock down opponents like that. He's playing a very, like, interactive game of Ultimate. And especially in today's, like, the way Ultimate developed, that's really hard to do. So that's my theory, at least. Why do you guys think Fox isn't as popular? Do you think maybe he's just overrated by everyone pretty much? Do you think there's something I didn't touch on? Or maybe you guys think he is actually relatively popular and he just doesn't look popular to me because the only Fox player, like, at top level putting in work is Light. You could argue, I think Kazuya does decent in Japan. I feel like I'm forgetting about a Fox or two that do okay. But yeah, like I said, compared to like other characters, I feel like he's less represented than like other really good characters. So, peace out, everyone.